Whilst we're at it, there's a boar. Well, that's good. And he's coming after me. You don't want to let these guys get you. Missed. There we go. Oh god, I can't shoot for crap. Okay, here we go. There we go, got it. Hey everyone, this is icehot and welcome back to my 7 Days to Die Alpha 16 Let's Play. Previously, we went to the trader and we sold a load of our stuff that we didn't want anymore. Got quite a few thousand dukes. We bought some ammunition with that. Of course, we were over there. We found a new town, which at some point in the future we're going to explore, but we had a quick look around it. We also set our chemistry station over here, crafting glue, so we're going to check that in just a minute. And we made our first set of steel tools, which you can see in my hotbar down below. So overnight we have been making cornbread. Cornbread is made from corn meal, so you get your corn on the cob and you do your recipes and you do cornmeal here and you make a bunch of that, and you also get water and then you cook it in the campfire to make a type of bread. I'm not sure why. It sounds very bland, but it gives you quite a good amount of wellness for the amount of fullness. Compared to meat, which gives you a fullness of plus 10, which if I show you that, charred meat, wrong one, so charred meat there, gives you a fullness of plus 10, hydration of minus 5, but a wellness of plus 6.65. This is a fullness of plus 5 with a wellness of plus 0.4. So overall, it gives you 0.8 for the same amount of fullness, which means it's actually one of the best food sources in the game. So we'll just turn that campfire off. Right, so this episode we are going to go and have a look at our glue, see if that's sorted out. We're going to have a look at reinforcing the horde base if we can. And basically start gathering a load of resources because we're running very low. I've noticed I'm out of goldenrod because I haven't been farming that properly, so we need to go and pick some wild ones and test out our steel tools. So let's get going. Right, okay, in the forge, as you can see, we're at stone 380 and we're just smelting what stone we have left into cement, which I will be producing at some point. So if you see that there, in fact I might start doing that now. I can make 79 out of the stone we've got, and that's probably at 400. I could probably make, yeah, the 80, there we go. So we'll just get that going whilst the forge is churning away, and we will get out here and just have a look around. I'm sure I can hear some zombies. Go have a look. Okay. So our crops are starting to grow, but like I said, I've neglected the goldenrod, so let's see if I can find some. I think I've probably picked all these around here. I know I've dug up all this clay. I do have my shovel on me, so I am going to need to think about getting more clay soon, as well as I've smelted most of it into the forge. And we'll get feathers whilst we're looking around. And where is any goldenrod? I've obviously picked more wild goldenrod than I thought I had. Here's a load. And we'll just do some looting whilst we're here. There's some brass. Lovely. Oh. Didn't even see her. Hey. Right. And whilst we're at it, there's a boar. Well, that's good. And he's coming after me. You don't want to let these guys get you. Missed. There we go. Oh god, I can't shoot for crap. Okay, here we go. There we go, got it. Right, let's cut this boar up, get some meat. As I am running quite low on food now. And we'll just chop this up, get some more bones. Okay, so I'll grab all this goldenrod in the area. Hopefully there's enough to refarm and not lose out. There's some over here, so I'll grab those as well. Now, I might be mistaken, but by my calculations, I think we're expecting a supply drop as well today, so we should be going to get that. But let's have a look at these steel tools, as this is our first chance of using them. So here we go, here's a tree. It's got 900 hit points. As you can see, it's 23 now per hit. And my minus 69 a perk isn't even up as high as it could be. And look how quickly we're now getting through trees. And also, obviously, the mining tools skill goes up quicker as well. Because your skills are, or your skill increments are based on the amount you get out of it. So it actually, I believe, accelerates your ability to get skill points. So getting resources now is going to be very, very quick. Just chop down tons of trees. You do have to be aware that chopping down this amount of trees is going to generate heat in the area, which will bring in screamers. So you do have to go somewhat careful. Wow, this is using a lot of stamina though. Maybe I should drink a beer just to get my stamina up. There's more goldenrod over here as well, so let's just get as much of that as I can find. Here we go. I can hear someone quite large. There we go. Oh, and some feathers. Lovely. A bird's nest. Right, we should be able to somewhat take him out now quite easily. He is one of the tougher zombies, but our weapons are pretty good now. God, he makes a lot of noise, doesn't he? Here we go. No, I can't aim, of course. Oh, we've got another boar there, so I will get that in just a second. Sort this guy out, lovely. And get our hunting rifle out. And we'll just crouch down. Now, single shot him. Yeah, straight in the head. Right. Let's cut him up. And we leveled up as well. Maybe we should have a look at our points. I don't think I looked at it last night, actually. Let's have a quick look. How much have I got? 12 points. But I possibly want the next level up in weaponry. That's 12 points in itself. Yeah, you know what? I do. There we go. That's them spent straight off. Okay, right. Let's see if I can make use of this beer that I've just drunk. And chop down some more trees. So it shouldn't take too long to chop down these 1200 trees now, and it really isn't. This is going very, very fast. Oh, we got a vulture over there. Let's loot that. We've got some brass, lovely, and another bird's nest. I don't know why we've got much larger trees much higher up. I wonder if I should check out the snow biome as well, see if there's anything interesting in there. What have we got? It's a very small snow biome. Okay. Let's just get this goldenrod here. In fact, it's snowing all over here, but this isn't actually snow biome. Now, what do we got there? We'll eat that, and we'll scrap the shades. We don't need them anymore. And we'll just get a bit more of this. Yeah, I need to be farming the goldenrod again. I can't let that slip. As it's taken me quite a while just to get 19. Obviously, the ones in the wild don't regrow. Oh, hello. Right, these guys are pretty tough. They're basically frozen zombies, so they have a lot of hit points. And they, as you can see, they're quite large. Sort of in a more muscular way. There we go, got him. And he had nothing that I really want. They normally have quite good loot because they're fairly tough zombies. Alright, so we'll just do some chopping down here. It's also worth checking these when you see them. Tree stumps. And that's not too bad. Let's see if I scrap that. And I don't want the plant fibres. We'll take the gunpowder because that's going to be useful for making bullets at some point soon. Right, so we'll finish chopping this down. Yeah, this is much less of a chore now. I've got this quality level of tools. We're just chopping things down incredibly fast now. How much wood have I got? 1,605 now. Very, very quickly. So that's good stuff. Right, let's chop this down. Of course, that does mean deforestation is now a little bit of a problem. I'm going to have to replant, or remember to replant, much more than I do usually. Let's have a look. The other problem I've got is I've got so much stuff now that getting boulders, which is another thing I really want, especially as I'm smelting stone now in the forge to make cement. I need to run back to the base in a minute. But we'll get a few more trees and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back and we are just having a look at our chemistry station and see if it's finished. Yes, it has. So we've got 77 glue out of that, so that's good. We can make a load of duct tape. And I'm now going to just show you the new steel pickaxe and see the difference that can make on the resource boulders. And also it makes a huge difference underground as well, to be honest. You can get through things much quicker, but it does use a lot more stamina. So let's just have a look over here at these resource boulders and see how quickly we get through them. So what's that? That's 2 hits now. Although it's using a hell of a lot of stamina. Or is that from... that might have been from running up here, actually. That's probably not a fair test. Maybe I should let that stamina replenish up to 120 again. And we'll just see how much it drops. But yeah, 2 swings now to destroy for each stage of these boulders. So you can see how quickly we're getting resources. So not only is it quicker, but look at the amount we're getting. Plus 28, 29 per swing. Plus all the extra iron we're getting. This is so much more efficient now. And you might say that makes things easier, and in a way it does, but obviously they're going to combat you being able to do this with harder hordes and things like that. And although it is partially easier in that the developers wanted it so that after a decent amount of time, say about a month in game, you are able to build up quite a nice castle. And they thought that was a reasonable amount of time that people would give the game. I wonder why that took 3 then. I was low on stamina, so let's take another beer. I'm going to go through beer quite quickly doing this, I think. So we'll just get all these resource boulders. This should get a decent amount of materials ready for building. I might have to see if I can get enough concrete together just to obviously upgrade the horde base so they don't just wreck the whole thing. Either that or I build one from scratch. I am tempted to do that. I do have a base that I usually use and I just haven't needed to build one yet because I've been living in prefabs. I thought it was a an airdrop, so where's that? Oh, that's quite close. That's in the desert. That might be a good idea to go to because I do actually need sand. I'm very low actually on glass jars, so I have actually put some sand in the forge as well as the stone. So let's go over there maybe. I'll just finish up on this and we'll go get the mini bike and head on over there. Grab this bird's nest, there we go. I can't see any more resource boulders in the vicinity. Oh no, here's a few. Oh, along with some more goldenrod, which I do need. And another bird's nest, lovely. Here we go, there's a stump. Let's see what's in there, nothing. I think they've lowered the chance of anything good being in those. As you saw in the last episode, obviously I've got night vision goggles in there, so they are worth checking, but there just seems to be a lower chance now than there used to be in previous alphas. Right, here we go. This is so much quicker. But I've got a ton of stone. I've already got, I don't know if I dropped it back off. Yeah, 5,184 wood, and I got that in half a morning. Whereas earlier in the game, that was unheard of. And I've just leveled up. Excellent. Mining is a very good way to level up, and it happens quicker and quicker. What did I drop there? Oh, that was the cotton. Because your levels are based on, as I said before, the amount of materials you get. So it's a per unit thing. But as I'm getting more, it actually makes it quicker to level up. That could be a problem though, because it'll up my game stage quite significantly in a very short space of time. So, you know, there's that balance there of how quickly do you want to level up. There we go. Look how quickly you're getting through these. If you remember on your first day when you have your stone axe, it takes like an hour just to try and crack through one of those. What was that? It sounds like a boar. Do we have another animal around? There is somewhere. I can't see it though. Definitely heard it. Yeah, now I see it. Right, let's see if I can get that one. Let's see if I can get a headshot. Did I get it? I think I got it. Okay, let's just finish up this stone here. And we'll go down and get that extra meat. There's been 3 boars in the area. I thought they nerfed meat, but it appears I've been pretty lucky if they have. Go, perfect. Right, do I have enough space for an airdrop? Yeah, well, we're going back to base anyway, so let's head back. And I'll drop some of this stuff off, and then we'll get the mini bike, and I'll head over towards the airdrop, and I'll see you there. Right, here we go. Here is the supply drop. I've already been here for a little while. As you can see, the time has probably moved on just a little bit, and that's because I decided to take that time and dig up a load of sand in the desert, and also a bunch of clay, as you can see there. So we got, you know, a decent amount of resources there. You can see I've also had to take my trousers off and my coat off. I've also had to put the poncho on because the temperature was ridiculously hot when I got there, so it's now just about coming down. So anyway, here's the supply crate, and let's have a look, see what's inside it. Hopefully it's a good one. Oh, that one is awful, actually. That's our first bad one. Never mind. We'll take it all though. We can sell all that. The sniper rifle barrel may be useful, but I can't assemble that anyway. I don't think I can assemble that one either. No, I can't assemble either of those anyway. So those weapon parts are not only quite bad, I can't do anything with them yet without the schematic. So never mind, one of those things. We'll just stop for some bird's nests. I've been collecting a few on the way, so yeah, I've got 42 feathers and a few eggs actually. So we're doing pretty well for that. What the hell is that? That looks like it's a weird glitch in the world, doesn't it? Oh god. We don't want that thing. Okay, where did I leave my bike? Where the hell's my bike gone? There it is. Alright, here we go. And let's head back. So yeah, so there's something to explore down there. I wonder if we've got time to actually go and have a look at this. I wonder if I can even get in there properly. We might as well have a look in there. If the world isn't glitched out, of course. It is a little bit. Can that zombie get out? If the zombie can get out, then we certainly can. Yeah, those bloody birds, they infect you almost straight away. Luckily, it's not too serious now. My god, two got me there. Never mind. Right, always get these for feathers because they're pretty good for feathers. Let's loot that, see if there's anything useful. Yeah, I'm out of loot space now. Yeah, there's a definite problem there with the world that is disappearing when that happens, so that's a bit glitchy. I didn't see where that other bird went. I hope I don't fall through the world or anything here. This looks a bit dodgy. So... where's that bird? Is that it? No. I think maybe we lost it. Never mind. Right, let's see if we can get in here and see what we've got. I'm not going to worry about whatever resources I'm dropping. Yeah, this cave is completely bugged out. Oh, we've got some feathers at least. Look at that. Can I have a look around there? Or is it going to... I don't know why it works at some strange angle. And I would just walk through it. It still works. It's part of the world. It must be some weird graphical glitch. Hey! That's not bad. We've got a bunch of dukes. Got no space for them, so we'll eat that. There we go. That's, yeah, that's an Apache artifact chest, because it made that weird sound. So, yeah, you can normally get some quite good stuff out of there, as you saw. I don't think there's anything else in here that's worth taking. No, I think that's it, really. Okay, well, that was interesting. A little bit of a detour. Let's see if I can get out of here now. And I've got to try and get up this cliff. That should be interesting. Yeah, try and get up sideways. Should be able to do it. Oh, maybe not. How am I going to get up here? This is too steep. Okay. Let's see if I can get round this way. This is all good for my athletic skill, as you can see. Right. Let's see. Can I get round here? No, it's still quite steep. Almost. There we go. Okay, we're up that way, and I just ran into a cactus, of course. Check that bird's nest for more feathers. Always running out of feathers. Right, here we go. Where did the bike go? There it is. Okay, so where's the best way back to town? In fact, where is town? Town is back up this way. The bird noises are starting to change, so you can tell it's becoming late at night now. Oh, we're up here. Oh, we've already searched all this. Okay. We're closer than I actually thought, so we kind of went round in a big circle there. That's not too bad. Let's go and drop all this off, and I'll see you back at base. Right, I'm back at base. On the way back, I also filled up my water jars. You can see I've got 17 bottles of water because I'm pretty low on water, actually, because I used it all to make that glue there, although I did really want that glue. So we're just gonna have to use some of the sand in here and make more glass jars. So let's turn this on. We need to keep this going now because not only do we need the iron, we need the stone. So let's make a load of glass jars. And how many can we make? 56. Sounds spot on to me. That will get us back to roughly where we were before. Oh, we had 77, I suppose, so it's not quite the same. We'll just drop this off here. I'm not sure what to do with that sniper rifle thing, so we'll just chuck it in here for now. I do have 2 parts for a sniper rifle, and I do actually have a complete one, although it's just not as good quality. I just don't have the book to actually sort it out, so I can reassemble it. Right, so let's put that iron in there. So we've got a fair bit of iron, actually. More than I thought we'd have. And enough scrap iron there as well. what I really would like to do is just reinforce this building a little bit. I wonder how many spikes I can make. Scrap iron log spikes. So if I have all of that, how many can I make? Not the wood log, that one. 173. Well, I probably don't need that many. 60 would probably do. If I make 60 of them, I think I've already got 11 somewhere around here. I'm not sure where I put them. There they are. So I've already got 11. So the reason I want to do that is because if I'm starting to use the forge a lot more, then I'm going to call in screamers, and I want something that can just automatically deal with them and get rid of them. And those spikes will do fine for that. What else do I want to do? I think I want to convert this into leather. And find... I don't want to do that. Find any other leather we've got. Where did I put all the leather? There it is. Okay, and then we want to make the bellows. And it's night time, okay. Right, so we need an iron pipe. So let's just make an iron pipe. So we've got all of that now. Pipe. I'm going to need 2 of them to make another forge. And once I've got that, I'll be able to make the bellows. There we go. Recipes. Actually, I need to do that there. Let's craft that. I've got enough of that going though, to be honest with you. And what else? I need more cement, really. That's really what I need. Okay, so now I've got cement going. What I might also do is think about the cement mixer. So let's get an engine. That requires an engine. So if I do the recipes, you can see cement mixer requires 25 forged iron, 4 springs. So let's get some springs. Small engine and 10 mechanical parts. So let's get a bunch of mechanical parts and go make us a cement mixer. And that way we can start making concrete. That's not taking too long, so that's excellent. And what have we got there? Not long on there either. And we got our other iron pipe for the forge. Maybe I should cancel the rest of that, because 53 might be enough and it will just speed things along. Pop that up there so that stacks nicely. And yeah, we should be okay now. I think. What I probably need to do is get some more forged iron once that is done, so I can... Actually, did I even get the next level up? Let me just double check that. I might be pre-empty. I did get the next level up in weaponsmithing, okay, and I've got 12 more points to spend. So that might be advisable to get the next level of science. And something's worth 3 points. I don't want to get those 2 because I need the food to up my wellness. That's tempting, but I've only got the 3 points. I'm just wondering if there is anything at all for 3 points I want. There is actually. Yeah, I want that. So yeah, I was going to get that anyway, so I might as well just go for it. Okay, cool. Right, so yeah, I'll just finish off doing all this, get some more forged iron, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. If you like the episode, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.